What's going on? This is Kareem from DJBooth.net, and I'm here in the lab to give you guys a quick review video of the new Epsilon Inno Pro Pack. So what the Inno Pro Pack consists of is a really nice starter setup for any DJ who's looking to get into the vinyl or the digital vinyl setup. And they come with the cool mixer that you see in the middle, 2-channel professional mixer, nice mini Innofader crossfader. And it also comes with 2 super OEM, very high quality turntables, all for the really low price of only $799. So you guys are getting a really nice and complete setup here for a vinyl DJ, or most of the components that you'll need for a digital vinyl style setup right here in the box. It comes in a white configuration as you see here, or you can get it in an all black configuration as well. So you have 2 color choices to choose from, and these are available at different retailers, especially American Musical Supply. That's our own distributor of Epsilon Pro equipment, and you can get them there. They're on sale right now, $799 for the whole setup that you see here. To put that into perspective, you're getting 2 super OEM turntables. These are basically based on the same super OEM turntables that the Stanton ST150s or the STR8 150s are based on. You have the same tone arm assembly here, and you also have that same super strong high torque direct drive motor that is actually stronger than the motor found on the Technics 1200 turntable. So you're getting a really nice high quality setup here right out of the box. And as soon as you set it up and you get it down and it's ready to go on the desk just like you see here, you're just a few more inches away from actually spinning and DJing on your own vinyl turntable setup. So we're going to break down each component and each piece in this setup, including the mixers and the turntable. We're going to let you guys see all the features, let you guys know exactly what you're getting with the new Epsilon Inno Pro Pack. All right, so here it is, the Epsilon Inno Pro Pack, consisting of your 2-channel professional Inno Mix 2 DJ mixer and a set of DJ T1300 USB Epsilon Pro Super OEM DJ turntables. So first off, we'll just break down the mixer. All the way in the front panel, there is a 1/4-inch headphone output, and there's also a mini Innofader high quality crossfader at the bottom here. It's perfect for scratching, perfect for mixing. It has a very low cut-in distance when you're actually scratching, so you will be able to pull off all of your hard and difficult and fader intensive scratches with this mini Innofader. It worked very well with the system and with the mixer. Next up, you have your crossfader control modes. You can reverse the crossfader here, the hamster switch. And then you also have a crossfader curve control where you can have it completely through, meaning you have no bearing whatsoever with the crossfader, or you can have it really long fade, or you can have it very sharp for your scratching and your hip hop style DJing. Next up, you have your crossfader modes, which change the crossfader to hamster. So you can have up, down, up. And you do not have a line fader curve adjustment here, which was one of my minor gripes with the unit. They've included all these adjustments for all of the faders, and they're just missing only the one adjustment that I probably would use more than the others, and that is the line fader curve adjustment, so you can scratch better with your line faders. Still, of course, you can scratch with your line faders like that, but when you have them set to a really tight cut-in like your crossfader, it's just as fun to scratch with your line faders. Next up is your 3-band EQ, and these are full kill EQ, and there are metal posts underneath these knobs, so you're getting a really high quality build with this mixer as well. To go along with these full kill EQ knobs, you have full kill EQ toggle buttons as well. So as soon as you press the button, you will automatically completely kill that particular band that you are acting the kill upon. Next up, you have your Q section all the way over here on the right, your big oversized master volume control knob up here at the top. Then you have your Q gain, which is your headphone output volume knob. And then you have your Q pan, which allows you to go between your first program and your second program, or you can just keep it in the middle or balance between the two. And then you have your Q or master switch, which allows you to cue what you hear here in your Q section, or to just hear what's coming out of the master. Next up, you have your line level indicators. These will let you know at a glance where your levels are of the mix. They work very nicely. You can change them between channel 1 and 2 or your left and right master, so you can see what's going on there. All the way at the top, you have your line or phono switches, which allows you to correspond and switch to the different sources you have plugged in on the back for each of your different channels. All the way to the left, you have your microphone controls. You have your mic volume control. Then you have a mic high and mic bass. So you have a 2-band EQ for your mic. And then you have a switch to turn it off, on, or talk over. So on the rear panel of the InnoMix 2, you have your power on-off switch. You also have the DC in. You also have a balanced 1/4-inch set for master or an unbalanced RCA set for your master output. Then you have a set of line and phono/line switchable inputs for your channel 1 and your channel 2, and they each have their own ground post as well. And then there is a 1/4-inch microphone input also on the rear. Alright, so next up is the turntables in the package. These are the Epsilon DJT 1300 USB turntables. They are super OEM turntables, meaning they have the same high quality motor, which is stronger than a Technics 1200 motor. Same high quality motor as other superior OEM turntables like the Stanton ST150s or the Reloop RP6000, RP7000. Even the PLX 1000 from Pioneer has the same motor that is found right here in the DJT 1300. You also have the familiar setup and layout to the adjustable tone arm assembly that is also found on the other Stanton turntables and the Reloop turntables. Pioneer's a little bit different, but again, mostly the same makeup, same principle and engineering there as well. You have this felt slip mat that comes with the turntables. It's really cool extra to have. You also have this metal platter, very high quality, no wobbles, no shakes or anything of that nature. You also have dual start and stop buttons on each side. Unfortunately, you do not have an adjustment option or a knob, so that way you can change how these start stop buttons react. On some other of the Super OEM turntables, you actually have knobs so you can separately tune the start and the stop time based on these buttons. But on this one, you're stuck with an instant on and an almost instant off as well. One of my minor gripes for the unit there. Also, you don't have the traditional motor off style twist switch in order to turn your motor on and off. When you want to turn them off, you have a motor off button that is up here by the tone arm in a different location, and it might take some time for you guys to get used to that. But it's a non-traditional location for your motor on and off function. Usually they're found in the corners of the turntable, like on the Technics style and all the other turntables that are in the Super OEM family. Again, just a minor gripe. It's not something that you can't really get over, especially for the price that you're paying for this high quality setup that you see here. There is a turntable amp on these, so you can have them play in line mode or in vinyl mode, depending on how you have that switch set. So you don't need your internal amp on your mixer if you're going to use the internal amp on the turntables themselves. And the RCA cables are recessed, so that way you can get it right up against your mixer, even when you're not using the right angled RCA cables. Also, to further break it down, we have the target lights. Target lights have blue LEDs inside of them. They're completely removable. You can easily take them off, put them back on. Next up, you have your different speed selection, so that way you can change between 33 RPM, 78, and 45. You also have a reverse function, which allows you to play your platter in reverse. And then you also have your pitch select, which allows you to adjust your pitch between plus and minus 10, 20, 50. And then you also have a quartz button that returns you right back to the 0 position. Next up, you also have a 45 adapter that's right here next to the pitch slider. Okay, so in conclusion, the new Epsilon InnoPro Pack is an excellent starting point for any DJ who wants to get into the vinyl or the digital vinyl setup without really breaking the bank. What we're getting here is two high quality super OEM turntables. These are based off the same turntables that cost double of what one of these would cost. So you're getting that super OEM, high torque, high quality direct drive motor that's actually stronger than the motor found in the Technics. And you're also getting the same super OEM high quality tone arm assembly that's found on the other higher dollar super OEM turntables such as the Stanton ST150s or even the Reloop RP 7000s. So you're getting a system that's already tried and true. We already know that these components are going to last and that it's a good solid turntable and a good starting point for your turntable use and abuse. Next up, you're getting this nice new mixer here. That's a 2-channel pro style mixer with really good build quality, and it even has a scratch worthy mini Innofader that's already in there. Feels great when you're mixing, feels great when you're scratching. A really big plus to have right there on board in the mixer. And you also have these full kill buttons for all 3 bands of your EQ, so you can quickly kill any one of your bands just by pressing the button, and it's really cool, really fun to use when you're scratching and when you're mixing. On the downside, the turntables do not have any start and stop adjustment knobs, so you won't be able to control the way the play and pause buttons react. You won't be able to slow it down or make it move faster or slower when you start up. It's always immediate start, immediate stop. Some of the other Super OEM turntables do have adjustment knobs, so you can change the way that these play and pause buttons react, but these DJT 1300 turntables do not. And you also have a non-traditional motor off button over here in the corner in order to turn off the motor of the turntable, instead of your more traditional and more familiar screw type knob that turns your motor on and off. But if you can get past any of these minor gripes that you see on those turntables, which is very easy to do considering the price point and the quality you're getting, still a really good setup. And one of my minor gripes with the mixer was that you have all of this different fader control. You have your crossfader reverse switches, and you also have your channel fader reverse. Then you have your crossfader curve, but what's missing is the actual curve to your line faders. It would have been nice to have a curve adjustment to the line faders. Again, not many mixers have that nowadays, but it still would have been cool to see it included there. Again, none of my minor gripes are really deal breakers in any way. Still a really good setup, really nice setup, very affordable, and very high quality components throughout. So for more on the full written review, you can head on over to the website at www.djboot.net/DJS. You can also click on the top link of this video description. Make sure you hit those thumbs up if you like the video. Also subscribe, and thanks for watching.
I tell them MOB off top. Metro booming, yeah. Some more.
It must be the D. Got you all up in your feelings, cause every time I go, you be on my line tryna get it out, you fucking you sleep. Then I roll over, roll me one. Grab my keys, hit my blunt. Back that ass so you know I'm gone. It's back to the streets. Chasing that money, that almighty dollar. Pussy so good that she know that the nigga gon' holla. Head game so crazy, I swear that the bitch is a scholar. But it's still money over bitches.
And what?
MOB. Still money over bitch ass niggas.